coming at you with another computer chair arm day. This is the cut vlog day. I'm losing track. I'm losing track of what day it is, but I'll figure it out before I post the video. But another armchair, computer chair arm day. And I'm gonna just kind of go off the cuff today. I'm not gonna stick to my exact routine, but it's more or less gonna be the same. But I'm just gonna do whatever work I feel necessary to do to just keep the pump rolling. I'm already into my warm-up sets. Everything's feeling good. I'm just gonna pump and move, pump and move. A lot of the same shit. Single arm curl, single arm press down, overhead extension, single arm hammer curl. And I'll probably get into some bilateral stuff today too that I want to try out. So just get into it. So I'm not even counting reps today. I don't care about reps today. I'm just gonna go purely off of feel. That's it. I don't care how many reps. Doesn't matter. I don't care if I get 20 on this side and 50 on the other. I don't care. I'm just going purely off of what I feel. So Ghost has dropped a couple new flavors. I've got the Welch's Grape Cran, and I was a fan of the original Welch's Grape flavor, but I think this one is, I think I like this one better. I've got another one called Blue Raspberry, also really good. I normally flip-flop back and forth, bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep. I'm just gonna stick with bicep here again for another one. See what we come up with. Take a little bit of a different setup. I'm gonna just kind of pump in and out of the shortened, just right up at the top. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Same thing on this side. That's right up at the top. I'll bounce right back to this side. I'm just gonna hit the bottom. Just the bottom. Ooh. 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 All right, let's kick over, hit some tries. Doing something a little bit different on these ones. I'm getting the cable like up and over me here, right? Let me get this a little bit closer. Let me get this a little bit closer so we can see what we're working with here. Up and over, and trying to get that cable, and I press to line that up right with my arm. Yeah, feels nice. Ooh. Ooh, no idea how many reps. Ooh. Same thing on the other side. Oh, shit. Let's see. Use the camera to cheat here. There we go. Ooh. 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 A little bit different, keeping it out away from me. Before I was up on top of it. A little bit different feel. Ooh, definitely feels heavier. Let's try. Not sure if I can get it on this side. Ooh. 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 Got that good pump. Got that good pump. Take a little bit of a breather, grab a sip of this tasty nectar, and we'll get into some hammer curls. Just going off of feel. I'm gonna turn that D handle up like that, put my hand in here, and I noticed if I change the angle of my wrist while I'm doing these, it definitely changes the way that it feels. Not necessarily saying one way is better than the other, I'm just saying I can feel a difference. And then also if I finish here versus finish here, or finish with that wrist really coming this way, it all changes the way that this feels. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Couple on this side. Bounce back over. Oh. Yeah. Drop this cable down over here. Hit up a couple overhead extensions. Oh, gotta get up. That's unfortunate. There we go. There we go. This feels light today. Right on the long head. This feels great. Ooh. Ah. Ah. All right, let's hit the other side. There we go. Ooh. 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 Shit. Ooh. Man, you can't really beat an arm pump. A chest pump, and a gnarly arm pump. That's my favorite. I shouldn't say arm pump. I should say a tricep pump for me. I love the way the lactic acid feels when it's building up in the triceps, the blood when it's building up in the triceps. But biceps, I'm a little bitch about the pain tolerance in the biceps. And I got to get better at that. It's not something that I love, but I have this saying. I guess it's not my saying. It's this idea, right? But like, what you water will grow. If you get in the gym and you love training chest and you put more water into your chest, well, it's probably going to be one of your better body parts, right? And say, like, for me, I don't really love training my biceps, and over the years I haven't watered my biceps very much. I've trained them. I've never just not trained my biceps, but they haven't gotten the same love. They haven't gotten the same water or the same effort put into them. And so it's no surprise like that they're not as developed as I would like them to be. What you water will grow. As simple as that. Let's hit it. A little different angle. I can bring this up. We can jump this up. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh. 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 Ah. Ah. Ooh. Get back into some hammer curls here. Let's see if I can come across the body a little bit. Let's see if I can get something like that. Mm. Ooh. Back to the triceps. I'll do one more here. See if I can just hand it off. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. Oh, shit. I dropped the weight a little bit. Oh, drop set. Let's hit maybe a few just right up at the top. Same thing. Let's try to hit a few right up at the top. And the bottom. Oh, shit. Woo. All right. I'm going to set up for a bilateral curl here, hitting both of them at the same time. First time messing around with this. We'll see what it feels like here. Get myself a little bit further away, get nice and comfortable. Ooh. 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 There. There. Oh. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. I think I'll keep it. Try it again. See what happens if I get a little bit more upright. Just stay right here. Mm. Mm. Ah. Ah. Yeah, I'll go one more like that. I lied. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit. I'm gonna raise this. I'm gonna drop the weight. I'm gonna raise this up. And see if I can let my elbows float a little bit higher, like almost pulling up to my head here. Ooh, like the shoulders get involved a little bit, just trying to get crazy contraction. Ooh. Fuck. Shit. All right, that'll do it on those. Kick into a tricep press down. Same thing. Not sold on this one. We'll see. Shit. Ooh. Might try to mess around with that. See if I can come up with something different. All right, boys, I'm breaking tradition here. Breaking tradition here. Going with the bench. Had to get rid of the computer chair on this one. Let's see what we got here. Oh. 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 Hey. Ah. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh, shit. Yeah, we'll go one more like that. Uno mas, and then do some forearms. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. We're gonna rest pause a little bit. We're gonna rest pause, a couple breaths, and eat up a few more. Boom. 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 That's it. Get some forearms in. Couple sets here. And I'm grabbing onto this D handle, grabbing the fabric, get my finger up on the fabric side. I'm not down here on it. And then from that point, little biceps happening, and the forearm. No. Heavier than I usually do it. I wanted to get a little bit heavier today. Woo! Couple more like that. All right, one more. Give you a different angle on this one. This arm's not all tatted up. See a little bit more detail on this bad boy. Ah. Ah. Oh, shit. All right, we'll hit a couple curls. Curls for the girls. My forearm is trying to cramp up on me already. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to get this up a little bit higher. I'm going to play with this. Let me get something like this. Yeah, I like that. Whew. Mm. You know what? If I can't have big ass arms, maybe one day I can have big ass forearms. Like, I've always thought that like having those like real big, like Frank McGrath, meaty fucking forearms, I think that shit just looks dope. It looks strong. And this shit is all just packed in and just full of fucking fibers and shit. I think that's like an awesome look. And like most things, like I was saying, what you water will grow. Unless you have a genetic proclivity to building forearm muscle, you're not just probably going to have massive forearms just by grabbing onto shit. Kind of like your calves. Like some people have that genetic proclivity to their calves just grow just fucking walking around. Most people are going to need to train the shit out of the forearms and the calf because those are muscles that get hit with a lot of high. You're doing stuff all day long, grabbing. Everything you do in the gym, upper body, is through your forearms. You're walking all day long, you know what I mean? Your calves. So it's like those body parts are gonna require quite a bit of water to grow. So it's no surprise to me that if you don't really train those body parts, like they're not gonna grow. And they probably need a decent grip of volume to get a response. They are pumped. They are pumped and full of blood. Shit. All right, that'll do it. I think I'm gonna shut it down there. Got a good pump throughout, bicep, tricep, forearms, everything going good, feeling swolled up. Check that one off the books. Armchair, computer chair. Is it a computer chair or armchair? I guess it has to have arms in order to be an armchair, right? It's a computer chair. I always want to say armchair, maybe because it's an arm day in a chair. Computer chair arm day, done. What do we got coming up? We got week 3, getting into some decent numbers. We got week 3, I got an upper 1. It starts off with upper 1, lower 1, upper 2. This coming week, got some decent numbers coming up with bench and deadlifting, which I'm really excited about. Squats are still gonna be pretty fucking light. My knees, man, like I gotta be so delicate with my knees, and just understanding like I also haven't really been barbell squatting, so I'm just being really patient with that stuff with the squat pattern. Bench and deadlift, yeah, we're gonna be getting up into some decent numbers. Super excited about that. Close the video out here. See you on the next one.